Hello everyone, welcome to LBS Academy. Today we are going to discuss history MCQs based on previous year UPSC questions. So let's start our session. Our first question is, from the decline of Guptas until the rise of Harshavardhana in early 7th century, which of the following kingdoms were holding power in northern India? Options are the Guptas of Magadha, Paramaras of Malwa, Pushyabhutis of Thanesar, the Maukharis of Kanauj, the Yadavas of Devagiri, and the Maitrakas of Valabhi. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Here answer to this question is option B 1, 3, 4 and 6. That is the Guptas of Magadha, the Pushyabhutis of Thanesar, the Maukharis of Kanauj, the Maitrakas of Valabhi. From the decline of Guptas until the rise of Harshavardhanas, new ruling dynasties emerged in different parts of northern India. The most prominent ones were the Pushyabhutis of Thanesar, Maukharis of Kanauj, Maitrakas of Valabhi. Here, both 1 and 3 only mentioned in option B. Hence, answer is option B. Which one of the following ancient town is well known for its elaborate system of water harvesting and management by building a series of dams and channelizing water into connected reservoirs? Options are Dolavira, Kalibangan, Raghigari, Ropar. Here answer to this question is option A, Dolavira. The ancient city of Dolavira is one of the most remarkable and well-preserved urban settlements in South Asia. The site is set apart by its unique characteristics such as its water management system, multi-layered defensive mechanism, extensive use of stone in construction, and special burial structures. It has a complex system of collecting and storing rainwater within several reservoirs. Planners in the ancient city of Dolavira had conceptualized an amazing system of drains, dams, and tanks to manage water. The city had an impressive and unique water harvesting and management system. It can be noted that this area receives less than 160 cm of rain every year and is very prone to droughts. So her answer to this question is option A, Dolavira. According to Portuguese writer Nunes, the women in Vijayanagara Empire were expert in which of the following areas? Options are wrestling, astrology, accounting, soothsaying. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Here answer to this question is option D 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is all the above. Women in general occupied a high position in Vijayanagara society, and instances of active part they took place in political, social and literary life of country are not rare. Besides being trained in wrestling, handling swords and shields, music and other fine arts, some of them at any rate received a fair amount of literary education. Nunes writes, the king of Vijayanagara has also women who wrestle and others who are astrologers and soothsayers, and he has women who write all the account expenses that are incurred inside the gates and others whose duty is to write all the affairs of the kingdom and compare their books with those of writers outside. He has a woman also for music who play instruments and sing. Even the wives of the king are well versed in music. It is said that he has judges as well as bailiffs and watchmen who every night guard the palace, and these are women. So her answer to this question is option D, all the above. With reference to medieval India, which one of the following is the correct sequence in ascending order in terms of size? Options are Pargana, Sarkar, Suba. That is correct answer. So her answer to this question is option A. The Mughal Empire was essentially military in nature, where the word of the emperor was law. The administrative structure was highly centralized, as viewed by historians like Irfan Habib, Athar Ali, etc. Mughal Empire administration was divided into Suba. Suba was further divided into Sarkar, and Sarkar was divided into Pargana, and Pargana had various villages under them. So here answer to this question is option A, Pargana, Sarkar, Suba. In the context of colonial India, Shah Nawaz Khan, Prem Kumar Sehgal and Gurbaz Singh Dhillon are remembered as options are leaders of Swadeshi and boycott movement, members of interim government, members of drafting committee, officers of Indian National Army. Here answer to this question is option D, officers of Indian National Army. Prem Kumar Sehgal, Shah Nawaz Khan and Gurbaz Singh Dhillon were officers of INA. They underwent court-martial by British at Red Fort in 1945 and were sentenced to death, but instead had to be released following widespread protest and unrest in India. This trial was known as INA trial. So here answer to this question is option D. In the first quarter of 17th century, in which of the following were factories of English East India Company located? Options are Broch, Chikkagol, Trichinapalli. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Here answer to this question is option A, one only, that is Broch only. During the first quarter of 17th century, factories were set up by East India Company at Surat, Broch, Ahmedabad, Agra and Masulipatam. Hence, only one is correct. So, answer to this question is option A. Who among the following is associated with Songs from Prison? A translation of ancient Indian religious lyrics in English. Options are Balagangadhar Tilak, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi and Sarojini Naidu. Here answer to this question is option C, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Songs from Prison was a translation from Sanskrit hymns and lyrics from the Upanishads and other scriptures. Gandhi made these translations when he was in Yerwada prison. The other editor of this was John S. Hoyland. So here answer to this question is option C, M.K. Gandhi. Who among the following was associated as secretary with Hindu Female School, which later came to be known as Bethan Female School? Options are Annie Besant, Debendranath Tagore, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Sarojini Naidu. Here answer to this question is option C, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was a secretary of Bethan School, also known as Hindu Female School. He was one of the pioneers of higher education for women in India. So here answer to this question is option C, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Consider the following statements. St. Francis Xavier was one of the founding members of Jesuit order. That is correct. St. Francis Xavier died in Goa and a church is dedicated to him there. That is incorrect. The feast of St. Francis Xavier is celebrated in Goa each year. That is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Here answer to this question is option C. Statement 1 and 3 are correct. Statement 1 is correct. St. Francis Xavier was one of the founders of Jesuit order. He was a Spanish saint. Statement 2 is incorrect. He died in the islands of Sanjian, now Shanchuan-Tayo of the Chinese coast, while trying to gain entrance to China, which was then closed to foreigners. Statement 3 is correct. Every year, the feast of St. Francis Xavier is celebrated in Goa on 3rd of December. So, her answer to this question is option C. Statement 1 and 3 are correct. Consider the following statements. Statement number 1. The Montague-Chelmsford reforms of 1990 recommended granting voting rights to all the women above the age of 21. That is incorrect. Statement number 2. The Government of India Act of 1935 gave women reserved seats in legislature. That is correct. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? Here answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 only is correct. Statement 1 is incorrect. The Montague-Chelmsford reforms of 1990 did not recommend granting voting rights to all women above the age of 21, although it recommended the voting rights to women in limited numbers to be extended in the basis of property, tax or education. Statement 2 is correct. The Government of India Act of 1935 gave women separate electorate and give few reserved seats for women in legislature. It provided separate electorates to depressed classes and laborers also. So, here answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 only is correct.